Hi, my name is Ashley. I'm a Jamberry independent consultant. I'm going to do an application video for you today. I do 3 different methods of application, and I just kind of smush them all together and do it my own way. So I thought it was time that I make my own application video so that I don't have to give 3 different videos to people who ask me how I do my jams. My nails are very curved, and they are also domed. So the official Jamberry application does not work for me. It took me about 6 months to figure out how to get my wraps to stay, and with this method I consistently get 2 weeks out of my jams if I leave them on that long. I usually get kind of antsy for a new design about 7 days in, but if I would leave them on, they will last 14 days or more. I think the longest I've had wraps last was about 23 days. So I've already done this hand with April Style Box wraps. This is the classic wraps. So I'm going to do this hand and show you how I apply, and then I'm going to get all the wraps applied, and then I'm going to show you how I file off, because it's best to wait for your wraps to cool for a little while before you file off the ends to avoid shrinking and like peeling and stuff. So for time reasons, I'm gonna do one wrap, show you how I apply it, then apply all my wraps off camera, and then come back and show you how I file my wraps off. So here we go. So the things you'll need for this application method: you'll need scissors, tweezers, a rubber cuticle pusher. At the end, you'll need a nail file. You'll need your heat source, which I have my awesome Jamberry mini heater, which will mostly be off camera, so you won't see it too awful much. You'll also need some alcohol. It doesn't really matter what kind, this is just kind of happen to have. And a puffer block. So, excuse me. So I'm going to start with my thumb. I have a base coat, and so I'm going to file and rough up, well, not file, but buff and rough up the surface of my base coat so that the wrap has something to stick to. So that's all roughed up. And I'm going to take my handy dandy washcloth here and clean that off. Put my hand in the heat for just a minute to help dry that stuff. So, okay, once it's all dry, I'm going to take my thumb wrap and I'm just going to real lightly put it up there. That. And these wraps happen to be matte, so they don't need real heavy heating, just a couple of seconds in the heat. I try to roll my nails a little bit so that it gets even heating across the nail bed. And then I do down and then the sides. I'm going to take my little cuticle pusher here. I'm going to go around those edges and make sure I really got them sealed. And already it's starting to give me little buckles on the side because my nails are curved. So here's my other trick. I'm going to put it back in the heat for just a couple of seconds. And then I grab the bottom of my wrap and I pull down pretty hard because the wrap is on there, it's not going to go anywhere. And that helps really get out all of the little buckles and creases that I get around this area. And this is my last little trick. I take a baggie, which is another thing you're really going to need, and I put my nail in there and I push it up real hard against the edge, and then I'm going to put it back in the heat again. The baggie really helps distribute the heat evenly, and it helps really seal in those tips, because I get a lot of lifting at my tips, or I used to. And I'm going to turn my heat off. Take it out, and you see it's sealed really well to the tip of my nail. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this cool while I do my other 4 nails. And I will come back and show you how I file this off at the end. Okay, so I've done all my fingers. Looks all crazy. So I'm going to show you how I file off the excess here. So I'm going to use this super awesome Jamberry glass nail file. It comes in our deluxe application kit, deluxe tool kit, and you can also buy them by themselves in a 2-pack, and they're really awesome for finishing the wraps. And what you want to do always, no matter what kind of file you use, when you file your wraps, you want to go in a downward motion only, and not, you know, up and down or left and right. You just want to go down, 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 down. Because if you do anything else, it's going to rip the wrap or tear it off your nail, or, you know, nothing good. So make sure you're always doing the downward motion when you're filing off the excess. Alright. So this is the end result of my filing. Let me peel this little piece of wrap off here. And that's the end. And it's really smooth at the end because of the glass file. The grit on it is super fine, and it's really nice. You can tell I've used it quite a bit. I love this thing. But yeah, that's how I personally do my nail wraps, and that's the combination of the baggie trick, the stretch and pull, and the reverse warm method. And that really works for me, like I said, because I have really curvy nails. So if you have any questions, or if you have any trouble with application or need any help or anything, feel free to comment on this video, or message me, or contact me on Facebook, and I'll do what I can to help. Thanks.